Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Bear. I'm here to build a model kit. Actually, probably two model kits. I think today we're going to get into a second model kit and hang out with all of you. And I'm going to throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, and the Tier 2 emote, the blue emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can just say hi or use other people's emotes, maybe a global emote. Or you can just I don't know, be a lurker and not say anything at all. Lashbrook is here. Hello, Lashbrook. This is the intro portion of the stream. Right now, not too many people here watching. We're hoping a few more folks decide to join us. So in the intro, we just kind of check in with each other. This is a good time to make sure I'm not dropping any frames. My audio seems to be okay. Stuff like that. I remind myself I have turned on all of my lights. The light for me and the light for my build area. That's all good. Also, not too long ago, I changed up my my lamp light, which has hey Lord Crashington, which has not brightened the space at all, like the table space at all, but it has opened up the lighting in the room some. So that's good. It's also just good for my daily use because I block the blinds so that I can film during the day, or block the window. So I have the blind down. So it's nice to have more light in this room. That's helpful. Anyway. We're hopefully going to have some more people. I guess I'll start off right off the bat in the intro zone with saying that tonight we are finishing the Star Build Strike Gundam from Gundam Build Fighters. We have the body basically done, and now we're working on the backpack, which is also its own kind of cockpit. It's a vehicle. Anyway, so we're going to build this little vehicle, which then becomes the backpack. And then we're going to put cool as hell effects parts on there. We got some wings. We got some cool colored wings to put on this thing. We got wings and fangs to put on here. So we got to put some cool effects parts on, and we'll do that. And then, oh boy, it's time to transition into the Raider Gundam full mechanics. You may remember that I built the first in this new line of full mechanics from Gundam Seed. We built the full Calamity, the Gundam Calamity full mechanics, which is a blue friend with lots of big shoulder guns. Well, now we're going to build the Raider Gundam, which is, it's not a Death Scythe, but it's in the Death Scythe family. It's in there with the Blitz Gundam as being this is a fun Death Scythe, and the Dark Hound of these are fun. These are Death Scythe likes, not lights, likes. So we're going to build that, and it's a full mechanics, which means no polycaps. It is it's not a master grade, but it is a 1/100 scale. It's not an RE100, but it's not a master grade. It's somewhere in between the two, and it has what they just flat out call gimmicks. So we'll be building that. Lashbrook says, oh, I almost forgot about the new P Bandai pre-orders tonight. I also forgot about that. Lashbrook letting us know that there's some premium Bandai here. I did definitely forget about that. It's now after 9, so let's see. Looking here, what we got going on here. The Regi Z custom, it looks kind of neat. Let's see. We've got some. Oh, there's a perfect grade. The perfect grade Unicorn Gundam Final Battle version is almost $300. No thanks. Ooh, that does look neat. If you wanted to build a Turn A Gundam, if you wanted to build a Turn A Gundam, but you really wanted to have the Moonlight Butterfly wings, you could do that. Now, I don't know which version of the shiny looking. I don't know which version of the Master Grade Turn A you're getting, what revision. But you are getting very cool wings. Now, is that $70 cool? To some people, I'm sure it is. To me, not really. You still haven't pre-ordered the Real Great God Gundam. You gotta, but you have you have to get the effects set. Yeah, Twilight Butterfly Turn A. Yes, Ghost Valve. It looks pretty great. I I don't have things set up to have it without showing you a bunch of stuff on the window that I don't want to show you. So you can't look along. You'll have to go to p-bandai.com to look on there. The Quebly is a weird mobile suit because the Quebly Embler really looks like it belongs in Evangelion. It's the most Evangelion-esque Gundam mobile suit. It really does just fucking belong in Evangelion. Those fingers are so long. Really long fingers. Weird face. I don't know. That looks kind of cool. It's a master grade. I don't think I'm going to be pre-order right now. There's nothing in the pre-orders that is standing out to me. The expansion set for the real grade God Gundam. Here's the thing. I already bought the horse. I got the horse expansion for the real grade God Gundam. I don't need the FX parts for it, but I respect the people that want that. This is actually something I might get because I've never built this. I might end up getting the prototype Gundam, the ARC 781. The ARC 781, its color scheme is Halloween. It's a Halloween mobile suit. There's no better way to describe it. It's a Halloween mobile suit. Black and gray and orange. Oh, that's the master grade. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that I'm bookmarking. If I was going to pre-order something, it would be that. That would be what I would pre-order because that is fantastic looking. The F90s are right. Nothing to write home about. A blue Zaku. Do I want to build a blue Zaku too? Not really. Let's see. And then I think we're getting into stuff that's already been up there. Okay, so those are the new things. So right now, maybe I'll show you what I'm looking at here with the... I can do this. If I view details, save this image, save it to desktop, and then click this. Can I drag that here? There it is. Hello. That's what I'm looking at. The prototype, the RX-781 prototype. If I was going to buy a kit, and this is, I believe, $50-something for this master grade. Now, looking at the art that they chose to use for this, that tells me this is an old-ass kit. Because it is, like, it's got the white on either side. That's generally an indication that this is an old-ass model kit. But it's pretty fucking cool. So, I'm not saying I'm pre-ordering this and it would arrive in December and that would be fun. I mean, it doesn't even come out in time for October. But, am I getting this? I don't. Nice knee pads. Yes, I do like the color choices. Am I going to get this kit? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm spending a bunch of money between my New York trip and another thing that I had to buy. Look, I'm not buying this today. I don't think it's going to sell out. I have until... I'm sorry. The pre-order closes in December. This doesn't come out till January of next year. I have a little time. I mean, I think it will eventually probably sell out before December. I don't think I'm getting that kit. But if I was getting a kit from the Bandai pre-orders, it blew out its knees, but, it got the surgery. It's doing okay. I don't expect to purchase a kit in this particular pre-order season. But if I did, it would probably be that. Anyway, what's going on tonight? So we're going to build the capsule for the Star Build, the backpack for the Star Build Strike Gundam. Then we're going to put some effects parts on it. Then we're going to build the Raider Gundam full mechanics. We're going to get started with that. Got it all set up over here. Looking forward to that. No polycaps, as I said, for that, which is cool. Tonight's conversations will include talking about some wrestling, both AEW and some NXT UK stuff. Talk about Pat, why didn't you stream last night? There's a reason for it. Talk a little bit about some stuff that I'm watching and playing, some anime talk in the second hour. And also, we will talk about some video game acquisition news. I'm going to reply to my own tweets, even if you are friends to join us here, because that would be great. Quick hit as we get going here, as we hope more people will join us tonight, but we don't know. We're going to go over here. There. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit there. Great. There's our kit here. I did this off stream because I thought these stickers would be annoying. They weren't, and they actually look pretty fucking great. These stickers are pretty rad for the cockpit here. It's a very nice color. So we got that. Now we're gonna keep going to that. So my phone was an iPhone 7. I did not get it when it was new, right? But I did get it for cheap. I basically got it for like very few dollars a month, and I paid off that phone. I have now paid that phone, and I've had about, I don't know, 9 months, 10 months of just a lower phone bill, which was great. So it wasn't like, it was the upfront cost of whatever, but it was nothing compared to how much money they wanted for that phone, right? So that was iPhone 7. And it's done well. Its battery isn't the best. Its battery has taken a hit for many, many cycles. It runs everything fine. Occasional slowdown here and there. The real issue that I had recently was it hated the heat wave this summer. My phone has hated it. It's fine in the house, but when I would go out for a walk or something, or to do yard work or whatever, it started getting really hot in my pocket, and I think I talked about this before. There would be days where it was so hot that my phone decided it was either that the Bluetooth worked or Pokemon Go worked, and not both. I couldn't listen to music on my iPhone and also catch Pokemon. I couldn't do both those things, and it's been a problem. And I was like, well, it's probably the heat. This will all work out. This will work itself out. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna, whatever. I'll get through it. It's not going to be hot forever. It'll be okay. Well, this week it's not been as hot. It's actually been pretty damn comfortable, and the humidity's down too, which is nice. So that's been great. My phone is still doing that. It's still overheating, and what is not that much heat. So I had to make the decision. It's time to get a new phone. Am I getting a 13? I'm going to get one of the big XLs? No. I'm getting an iPhone 11, which is still way better than iPhone 7, but is not state of the art by any means. By any way means at all. Okay, so I got to make sure. How does this look right? This way. Goes this way. Okay. Sure it goes this way. If I fuck this up, I'll find out later. So I made the decision. Okay. I had something like that with my previous Android phone where it was old as fuck, which was a lot better than with a newer model. Yes. So I'm getting an iPhone 11. I'm getting it on Monday. And you're like, Pat, aren't you going to New York? Don't you need, isn't this a bad time to buy a phone? And the answer to that is yes. But also, isn't it worse to have a phone that I'm worried about while I'm in New York? Now, obviously, I know New York like the back of my hand. I know where I'm going in there. But what do I do if I don't have a phone? My apps, my check-in for the Airbnb, just knowing the address of places like that. I don't know. If that Wi-Fi is awful, then I'm going to be dependent on my phone. And also, I'm going to be walking around in the heat. It could be hot enough that it could affect this current phone. But I'm going to be moving around and doing stuff, and I can't spend time worrying about the fact that I have worrying is this phone going to crap out on me, or is this battery going to die, or is it going to overheat and shut itself down? I can't be worried about that. So I'm getting an 11. Lastberg says, I remember when my Apple Watch and and reading the manual stating not to operate it in temperature higher than 90 degrees and going, why do you even sell these in Texas then? Yes, that's frustrating because you're like, fucker, what are we doing here then? So I'm getting an 11. Let's see, I need H15 and then we'll need I5 and I2. I can just get those out now. So I'm getting an 11. I'm excited about having the iPhone 11 and having it be a much faster thing. I got a case for it already. The nice thing is I bought it through Verizon, and I tweeted about this, but that means that paying for the service, I paid for the taxes. My bill is going to go up a little bit per month for a bunch of months while I pay off this phone. And also, they didn't want my 7. They don't take 7s in trade-in, which makes sense. Why would they? So I'm going to keep that as a backup emergency phone. Also, like if I crack a screen or something. Also, paying the like upgrade fee because I have to upgrade to a different. I don't know. J5. Ooh, I don't have J5 on here. Uh-oh. I don't have J5 on here. Oh, wait, that's I5. Sorry. I already used I5. I need J5. Whew. I got real worried there for a second. So, it's not like your wrist isn't 90 degrees either. Yes. I don't think it's worried about your wrist, but yeah. I got real worried there that I missed a part. No, I have it right here. Everything's fine. But anyway, the like upgrade fee because I have to upgrade my plan. That's how they get you. And then also the fact that the taxes that just goes on my phone bill. So that's the middle of September Pat's problem. That's not current Pat's problem. Current Pat just is getting a new phone on Monday, and I'll have plenty of time to get all the apps and such loaded on that phone and get ready to go and ready for me. So I'm very excited about that. I'm just noticing I might have missed a step from like the beginning of this kit. I may have missed a part of the chest of this kit. Let me look. Do we do these later? No. Oh, maybe it's a later thing. There's white vent parts that go on here that they don't have you put on when you build the chest. So I guess you do it at the end. I don't know. I just noticed that. I just happened to notice. I was like, wait, I didn't build these. Backup phone for when you move to Alaska. Yes. You've done the pre-trip phone upgrade before. Nice. Yeah, it's weird that it's in the photo, but they didn't have me build them. So I guess that's like part of the, when you add all these cool parts, also vents appear. I don't know. But there are vents here, and they didn't have me put them on. But we'll find out. I guess we'll find out later. I need H2 and H15. So H2 is here. Oh, wait. Is that what we're building here? Okay. I now understand where those vents come from. They're right here. The vents are part of the backpack that fold over onto the kit. That's why we haven't built them yet, is because they latch on. We're actually literally we're building them right now. Yeah, I forgot that part of this, the cockpit that we're building here, that is the backpack, also attaches on the shoulders. It's kind of cool. It's different and weird, and I like it. All right, so this goes here. This goes on here. But yeah, so I'm getting a new phone. Excited to have the new phone. Let's see, other things I can tell you about that. I don't know. I think that's about it, probably, as far as me getting a new phone, dealing with all that. I am excited. Yeah, I'm really just excited to have a better phone with a better battery life going into New York. You also may remember from San Diego Comic-Con, where my last phone died. You may remember that I just had a phone, the battery completely crapped out, and I had to go. That's not this phone, that's the previous phone. I had to go and find a place that would sell a phone or battery for my phone and put it in during San Diego Comic-Con. I had to leave and go do it, and that really sucked. That sucked a lot. That was not fun, and I am glad that has not happened since. So I've already had one instance of that happen in my life. I don't need another one. Okay, so one of the issues with this is there's no English in this kit, which is fine most of the time, but occasionally there's like information being presented, and I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to say here. There are like notes that I just have to kind of make guesses at, which is not fun. All right, and then this is gonna go clip in like that. Okay, we did one of them. Cool. We got one of them done. And then we're going to put on a bunch of other parts that eventually are just going to clip into this. So yeah, so we're building all this, and this is going to like fold down and go like this here on the kit. So it kind of lives like that, which is pretty cool. So we'll keep building that. Okay, so I didn't stream last night. I was going to play Arcade Paradise. Had the game loaded up. Started the game to make sure I was kind of like checking it out and all that. Found out the save file just lives there, that you can't have multiple saves or restart. So I had to go and delete all the local information and re-download it, and then it worked. That was fun. That was a fun discovery. So yeah, got all that ready to go. Was ready to stream. It set up all my notifications, got all things together, and then about 5 minutes, 6 minutes before the stream was supposed to start, when I was like getting amped up and about to turn off AEW Dynamite and was ready to like get into it, my Airbnb canceled on me. I'm laughing because I fixed it. I fixed my issue. You may remember that a week from tomorrow, so that would have been a week and 2 days last night, I will be in New York and staying until Monday. And my Airbnb was just like, yeah, we got an issue. Now, it's better that they did this yesterday than any other day coming up, because every day is tough. Because it's not a holiday weekend or anything, but like, it's still hard to get places, like to book places to go and find a place to stay that is around the same price. Now, my money came back immediately. The refund came through immediately because I use PayPal. I recommend using PayPal, not a credit card, if you are using Airbnb. I always do, because you just get your money back like right away without any issue. So I had my money back right away. So I was able to fix my shit, and by that I mean find another place. I'm staying in Greenpoint. It is now near. I'm staying near my old haunting grounds, which I'm excited about, because I know this neighborhood that I'm staying in very well. Also, hey, the place I'm staying in has its own bathroom for the room. The room has its own bathroom, which is awesome. I don't have to share a bathroom with other people on the floor, on the floor that I'm staying in. And that's really cool. It's a little bit more than, but not a lot more than where I was staying. I should also remind you that I originally had a different place that I was staying at, which I decided to cancel on my own and to get this last place, because the other place was near the airport, which I was like, oh, it's really convenient, it's near the airport. And I was like, wait, I'm going to have to kill a lot of time when I check out before I get on a flight. And I also, when I get off the flight, I won't be able to check in right away. Being near the airport isn't convenient at all. It's actually very inconvenient. It's not near anything. Why am I staying near the airport in this place that doesn't seem that great for quite a bit of money? All right, so then we need stickers here, 23 and 18. All right, we'll get some stickers on here. So in the end, I did make the choice to go with this place. Okay, so 18 is one of them. 18 is this sticker here. Okay, this is the sticker there. Where's the sticker go? Oh, it goes over here. Got it. So I do have a new place. Everything's fine. But what I didn't want to do was wait 2 hours to deal with it. I didn't want to start streaming. And then, because also, you got to go in like, obviously, I'm going to pick a place. Maybe the confirmation won't come till the next day anyway. But I feel like me confirming a place at like 10:15 is better than me confirming a place at, 9:15 is way better than me confirming a place at like 11:15. So I did find a place by 9:30. And I was like, well, I guess I could start late. No, I'm not starting the stream. I'm not going to say, like, hey, I'm canceling the stream. And then I'm like, actually, I'm not canceling the stream. I just delayed it. So I just didn't stream last night. Arcade Paradise, we will check out next week. I'm just pushing back everything. So wrestling will be at the end of the month. And next week, I will... 23, sorry. Next week, I will play Arcade Spirits. And I hope it's really fun. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Okay. So this is one of those things where there's like, wait. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. I can't tell if there are cutouts on here or just slots. Oh, just another color. All right, just another color on here. All right. I was like, I couldn't tell what was going on with this sticker. I hate big stickers like this. They're just like, this is just doing too much work. This is unnecessary, doing too much work. They could have just left it the way it was. Whatever. Anyway, so that was why I didn't stream last night. My apologies for not streaming. Sorry to everybody that wanted to hang out and watch me check out a game. But I did not do that last night, and I will next week. But yeah, I do have a place to stay. It has been set up. It is a neighborhood I want to be in. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend. But considering the fact that it's, a week and a couple days notice, and then now a week and a day, then yesterday, a week and 2 days, it's just not a lot of notice. So the fact that I was able to book anything made me very happy. And the fact that it's in a neighborhood I want to be in. And again, private bath, that's just cool as hell. That's like ridiculous. Like private shower is, who gets that? That's just cool. So excited to have that as well. And it's not an easy walk to the subway I want to be on. It's a fine walk to the G train, which doesn't really go places that I want to go. It's not that great of a walk to other trains that I would prefer to be on, but I can make it to it pretty okay. And if I ever take like a cab into the city, it's no problem. I'm gonna have to get my like New York legs back, like the idea of walking everywhere, because I don't really walk anywhere here. I go for walks for exercise. I don't go for walks to get places. This is a fucking light night, y'all. I just want to say, thanks for everybody that's here. Appreciate you being here. But like, where are people? What's up? Is there a sport tonight? Like, what the fuck? Again, thank you for being here. I'm just like, what's up? Like, what? We're finishing a kit. We're starting a new one. Like, it's Thursday. Thursday is like, the first day that I started streaming was a Thursday. Always do okay. What's going on? I don't know what the deal is, but it is sparse tonight. It happens. I'm not mad, but it happens. I would like people to be here. Always like to have an audience for streaming. Okay, so I talked about those two things. Anyway, yeah, like I said, maybe they're all watching the new Dragon Ball movie comes out tonight. So maybe everybody's at the Dragon Ball Super Heroes movie. I forget what the full thing of that is. Maybe they're all at that movie. They're all want to see Gohan and Piccolo kicking some ass, because I believe they kick some ass in this movie. If they don't, it'll be a bummer, because they certainly made it seem like Piccolo and Gohan are going to kick some ass. You would hope. Yeah, maybe just everyone's at the Dragon Ball movie. I'm going to move my chair. Just moving my chair in a little bit. Feeling like I was... that was bad. Okay, so let's see how this attaches together. This has got to go here. All right, great. Then play as Goku and Vegeta in Fortnite. Yeah, everyone's playing Goku and Vegeta in Fortnite right now, so they can't be bothered to watch people stream. They're all watching whatever they can before it disappears from HBO Max. Yes, if you got something you like on HBO Max, I don't know, set up OBS to capture a window and watch all of it again, and record your local copy. I am not advocating piracy. I am advocating privacy. But if you wanted to have if you have two monitors and you want to have OBS running in a one monitor and just a full display, and then in the other monitor you have something you want to watch, and you do it in either Firefox or Chrome, depending on who they feel weird about doing that, you just want to watch it and hit record and watch your stuff again, and you just happen to accidentally hit record in OBS. I mean, that's just a thing you can do. That's just like, it's like, not like a good thing, but it is a thing. I have to watch Catwoman real quick. I mean, there's just like a lot of shit that's just going away, and who knows who will, when the rights will revert to anybody and how easily that'll be, and who can get what, when, to get it to anywhere else or any of that stuff. Hey, some of those DC movies are pretty good. Some of those DC animated movies are pretty damn good. Not all of them, but some of them are. I mean, honestly, the DC animated movies are better than the live action movies by far. Way fucking better. All right, so we got to put some we got some effect parts to go in here, and then some of these effect parts will have to pop out. We'll have to figure out how to pop them out to replace them with other effects parts, which is fun. I may have downloaded Fortnite and bought Vegeta. Lastbrook, I mean, you do you enjoy yourself. You live for the moment. You own your fun. If you want to play as Vegeta and do some Fortnite dances, you can. If you want to have My Time Is Now play and do the John Cena You Can't See Me as Vegeta, like, that's just the thing you can do. You can just do that if you want. You got that. You got the power to do that. All right, so we'll pop that in here because this is going to go on the shoulder and pop over there, but right now it goes below it because it is just going to be part of this kit here. It's going to pop in here like this. And then there'll be another piece that pops in on the other side, but we'll just do that there. We'll get the connecting part in H19. Sorry, no, yeah, H19. Every emote is inherently funny. If it's Vegeta, yes, Vegeta plus BTS, Peak of Civilization. Hell yeah. I mean, I just go with My Time Is Now, going John Cena because it makes me very happy to even see that and have that be a thing. Look, am I ever going to play Fortnite? I mean, at this point, probably not. I don't think I'll ever play Fortnite. But am I pleased to watch people play Fortnite and see all of the nonsense that exists in there? Hell yeah. That shit rules. That shit's good and weird and good. And I like it. All right, so that goes in there. That's a connector piece we need there. So we'll connect that. Now we're just going to do what we did on this part, but on to other side. Make it look cool as hell. Stickers are fine. They're not great, but they're fine. But these cool, clear pink parts are very cool. Okay, so we did that. Now we're going to do... Basically, we're going to do what we just did there the other way. I'm glad that the GB folks finally gave it a shot. Yeah, I mean, like... It is very fun to have, like, Giant Bomb people and Abby... Like, bring Abby Russell to play Fortnite on Giant Bomb feels very like weird in a good way. It's good weird in my opinion. I just like, oh, that's very odd in a way that I'm like on board with. Be like, yeah, now Abby gets to play Fortnite on stream. That's a good time. But yeah, I mean, I just want people to have fun and play fun video games. That's what I always wanted. Here's some stuff that's not necessarily fun about video games. If I can make a okay transition to our next topic, we have to talk about being embraced, because many companies were embraced. Now, a few of them got announced officially last night because there was a bunch that happened at once, and a couple happened recently that they didn't announce. That they decided to also throw out there. If you don't know the Embracer Group, they own a percentage of they own outright many companies. Has the Saudi government invested billions of like $1 billion? Yes. Did they lose money last year, but still are buying companies left and right? Also, yes. Have I been embraced? No, I have not been embraced. You do not have to worry about that. I am not part of the Embracer Group. I'm fine right now. Everything's cool. The Embracer Group. Here, I'm going to talk to you about all the ones they acquired. They acquired Bitwave Games. They got the license to all of the ports of the Toplin games, so they were handling all of the ports there. They also acquired Geotech, and they make gaming accessories in Europe for the European market. So that's those are physical products. Okay, great. They also got Tripwire Interactive, who make Killing Floor. They'll now be part of Saber Interactive. They also, Manhunter, you may remember the CEO of Tripwire being a real piece of shit. And the company just being like, he doesn't work here. Tuxedo Labs, who made Teardown. They'll also be part of the Saber Interactive umbrella. You may remember Teardown is a game that I thought was pretty fucking fun. We didn't even play the main game. We just fucking goofed around a lot in that game, and it was a good time. Let's see. Limited Run Games, who owned 50% of Taijin, who do retro ports that now Embracer bought the other 50%, so they fully got that company. Limited Run, it also includes their physical store, so they now have a physical location. Also, friend of the stream, because he and I know each other kind of okay because we have lots of mutual friends. Jeremy Parrish has been embraced. Jeremy is now part of Embracer because he is still an employee of Limited Run Games. Yes, James Milkey is also now James Milkey of OneUp.com fame. He has also been embraced. Singtrix, they make karaoke tech. They have also been embraced. Fun thing about Singtrix is the founder of Singtrix helped make Guitar Hero what it is because he was part of the group that created the drum experience, MTV Drumscape. You know, the arcade drum experience that was the foundation for Guitar Hero. So has been doing his own thing with karaoke tech. They now own that. And most importantly, the one that a lot of people were talking about, they got the holding company, Middle Earth Enterprises, which owns intellectual property catalog and worldwide rights to motion pictures, video games, board games, merchandising, theme parks, and stage productions relating to the Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. So, a lot of people have a lot of questions about that. It seems like this has nothing to do with the Amazon stuff because some people have the rights to some things. This is not all of it. This is like the books that Tolkien wrote. So, Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit, but specific characterizations put in the Peter Jackson movies you don't have to ask permission. I don't fucking know. All of this seems confusing and nonsense. It doesn't seem like they have everything, but they have a lot of things, is what I'll say with that. And then also they acquired another company in the PC console space, but they aren't saying who because apparently there's a reason why they're not disclosing it, but it's not like they're basically like it's like the fourth or fifth biggest acquisition, but it's not the biggest. So it's not like a huge place. So people wondered if maybe it was a digital eclipse because they have been doing limited run games and the two different companies that do retro ports. So people were curious if maybe it had to do with limited run but Digital Eclipse just did a round of funding on their own, so it doesn't seem like they were looking to be acquired. Also, it would probably be for a lot of money if they did acquire. So as of right now, Chris Kohler and Drew Scanlon have not been embraced. As far as I know, they are embraceless. But who knows? It's all kinds of weird. It's all kinds of weird. But yeah, that was the big news that broke last night because they are an international company. So last night, I was on Twitter and I was on the Discords, and people were like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then more and more kept getting announced, and it was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Also, they do have a physical place somewhere in Europe that they are trying to do like the video game preservation society stuff, but it seems very strange how they're doing it and what they're going about. It seems bad. So, but they basically are like, yeah, preservation's important. We want to have. They're worried about copies of games, which is just like, no, that's the thing you don't have to worry about. You want to worry about like prototypes and like backups of stuff and like ways to play physical media. You don't really need to worry too much about like the actual media itself. Maybe they're buying IPs from Konami. Y'all, Konami can't make slot machines based on their IPs if they sell their IPs. Konami's not in the business of making video games, but they're also not in the business of selling those video game properties. They're in the business of making slot machines based on their properties, and that's it. No, they said they bought a video game company, but who knows? Who knows which one, how, why? We don't know. Embracer's coming for they're coming for the unwanted IPs, not the wanted IPs. That's a good point. Yeah, they want the goods, and by goods I mean the bads and the weirds, the whatevers. I was looking at the Wikipedia page because they have a bunch of different groups like Singtrix and Geotech and Limited Run Games are going to be under an umbrella that is like their weird dumping ground that's not game developers. A lot of the other ones are all going to be part of Saber. Saber seems to be the one where you put other companies underneath. But don't worry, because Gearbox is its own silo. There's one other company that's under Gearbox that has to answer to Gearbox, but everything else is just Gearbox themselves, which is great for other companies that don't have to deal with Randy Pitchford at all. It sounds awesome that they don't have to deal with that. There's just like one company in LA that has to deal with Randy. Everybody else is free. The Island of Misfit fit IPs. Yeah, Lord Crashington, that's not a bad shout on that. But yeah, I hope everyone's okay. So here's the thing. The weird thing is they don't lay people off. And you're like, Pat, that sounds good. And it is. It's just weird. Like, one of the things they embraced was like a marketing group. But why did everybody else has their own? Like these big publishers that they've acquired, not the smaller ones, but these big ones have like infrastructure that they just get to keep, and it's weird that they get to keep that infrastructure. Like, there's a lot of people who generally, when you're buying something, the layoffs happen either before to kind of like slim down the business or after because of redundancies. But they have like a PR firm, but then like Gearbox has Gearbox PR. And Saber has Saber PR that now have to deal with all these other companies. And it's just like, what does any of that mean? Why? Why do they have all these, like, Limited Run should probably keep their own. Limited Run should fucking clean house of some of their customer service, because it seems like there's some shit going on in there. I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't have a lot of knowledge about it, but it does seem like there are some shitty people that work at Limited Run games. So, maybe they should fucking figure that shit out, but I don't know. They're going to move their HQ to an active volcano. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fucking end game of all this is. But I do assume at some point people are going to get fucking laid off. And I'm sure some people have been laid off. It's just like the majority of people seem to be fucking fine. And it's weird that they are. Because one would assume they shouldn't be. Like the idea they're like, hey, yeah, we've been embraced. Which also, what the fuck? And there's THQ Nordic, where they were like, we're Nordic Games. We're THQ Nordic. We're THQ. We're THQ Nordic. Also, at least one of our employees really likes 8chan. It's just like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? So yeah. Lots of bad. Yes, let's do an AMA on 8chan. Yep. Lots of bad over there. So hopefully they've cleaned house of that shit as well. And yeah. I hope Jeremy does fine. I think Jeremy will. I hope Jeremy does all right and lands on his feet if he doesn't want to be embraced. And I hope everybody else does okay there as well. The person I know at Gearbox seems to like Gearbox just fine. I've never seen him post anything about Randy Pitchford, good or bad, which is, I would say, smart. Good for him. Keep that job. But yikes. Just in general, yikes. Just in general, yikes. Yes, I think those people are still at... They're still at THQ Nordic / Embracer. I mean, fuck. I don't know. Because people were like, oh, I'm done with this company. And I'm like, I don't know how you could be. They own so many companies. Look, if you're like, I would never buy anything made by Embracer. I understand. I appreciate that. I mean, I think it's a lot easier to be like, I'm not buying anything from SNK because 90% of that company is owned by the Saudi Arabian government. Totally understand that. Totally get that. You have my support. It's harder to be like, I'm not playing anything by Embracer touches because they touch so much. But like, if you want to go for that and that's how you want to do it, then fuck yeah, do it. Do it up. You have my support. You have my appreciation. All right, let's build these laser guns here that are eventually going to be waste guns. We got to put on here. So we need 10. We need H12 and 13. So we'll do H12 and 13. So yeah, I definitely wanted to talk about the embrace. A lot of good jokes about that. Everybody was doing real good about being embraced. Woke up feeling embraced. Oh, my dog has been embraced. Lots of good. lots of good business there about being embraced. I hope that we see some retweets from people who made embracer jokes today, who at some point will be embraced, because that is fun schadenfreude. Being like, oh, I made a joke about this, but it's come true. Oh God, my company has been embraced. Gotta do some work on Steam to ignore all the companies they own now. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely, if you're not interested in buying their games, like, I'm not going to delete Teardown because of this. Like, I bought Teardown. I like Teardown. I don't know if I would buy Teardown 2. I won't know. But I will probably keep Teardown on my computer for a while because I like it. Again, I don't know. But I think everybody needs to make those decisions for themselves, and I'm here to respect your decisions. We are going to take a pause for the cause in a little bit. We won't go too long because there's not a whole lot of you all here. Real quick, I'll give some wrestle thoughts. I'm not going to go too deep into the wrestle talk. But, Lashbrook's here, so I can at least mention a couple things. NXT UK is going on hiatus. And because NXT Europe is starting up, they're going to do a new brand called NXT Europe. Some people have already been laid off from NXT UK and have been announcing their layoffs as they announced the shutdown. A couple weeks ago, they announced that they were they were canceling some TV tapings, and the employees did not know why. They were not given a reason why. And also, NXT UK, their final event will be NXT US versus NXT UK, and it's going to be the night of All In, AEW's All In, which is also the weekend that it's the day after they're in Cardiff, Wales for a show. Their first pay-per-view in the United Kingdom in a very long time. So that NXT roster, the UK roster, some of them will be in America at that time. So they can't even be part of that show. It's weird, bad timing, but also everyone kind of saw the writing on the wall with that particular brand. And some of those folks will show up in NXT UK, and others will maybe be part of NXT Europe, and then some others will be out of a job, and then they will show up on the indies. That's a shame. Now, over at AEW, Kenny Omega's back. Kenny Omega has returned. He's looking rough. He was getting some moves in, but definitely looked winded, which is understandable. He was in the trios. He won the trios match, making Dragon Lee look good, and then getting Dragon Lee beat up by his own fucking brother, which is always rough to see. Roosh is obviously a heel, but come on, Roosh, that's your brother. That's literally your brother. That's your actual legitimate brother you're beating up there. Everyone was being very careful. Even Roosh was being careful, and that particular wrestler, allegedly, does not work that safe. But yeah, everyone was looking out for him. He did take some very dangerous spots, and obviously, when I was watching the match, I was like, oh man, they booked Dragon Lee so that Kenny could throw around a little guy, because Dragon Lee is on the smaller size compared to wrestlers. But yeah, good match. Happy to have him there. CM Punk for the title unification match. CM Punk versus Jon Moxley is not happening at All Out. It's happening next week. And that's a weird choice. I wonder if it's because the Cincinnati show hadn't sold out. And I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Now, according to the dirt sheets, say what you will about the dirt sheets. According to those dirt sheets, CM Punk went a little rogue last night. The plan was to insult Eddie Kingston. Keep Eddie in the conversation. The plan was to insult Jon Moxley. Makes sense. Jon Moxley, the interim champion. All that makes sense. Apparently, talking shit about Hangman Adam Page, including a challenge to Hangman Adam Page, which was not on the cards and not going to happen. Supposedly, that shit was just something CM Punk wanted to do. Because when they were feuding, this is all according to the Dirt Sheets, when they were feuding, Adam Page said a line about, you say you claim but for workers, for workers' rights, and then you definitely shown the complete opposite. Apparently, him saying that was something that Punk didn't know was going to happen and was mad about. And this is his... Yeah, because here's the thing, Lashbrook. It was weird. Because, so basically, folks, if you didn't catch it, Punk is out there, and he opens it. He says, you want a rematch, Adam Page? We'll do it right now. Come out here, and we'll have a rematch. And then Adam Page doesn't come out. Adam Page, who is backstage. Adam Page, whose storyline right now is he didn't want to tag with the Bucks because he wants to be in the corner of his friends who never treated him poorly like the Bucks did. And so he's like, no, I'm not going to help you out. I'm going to help out. I'm going to be in the corner of the Dark Order for the Trios tournament, which is fun. So Page just looks like a coward because he doesn't come out. He doesn't show up in the backstage cameras going, Punk, what are we talking about here? You're not 100%. I don't want to fight you if you're not 100%. You're like, we don't get any of that. Instead, we just get nothing. We get fucking nothing. And so supposedly, according to the Dirt Sheets, the reason why we didn't get anything, and it felt so weird, is because Punk just kind of went off on his own and said whatever he wanted to say. So who knows if that's true or not? I believe it. There was a lot of shit about Punk that could be real, could be just shit that people were saying because they're mad about things. I don't know. But it was weird, didn't make any sense. Eddie Kingston tweeted, just like, oh, you say that shit when I'm not here. When you know I'm not here. Kind of keeping that alive, which is good. It's weird that Moxley and Punk are going to wrestle next week for the title unification. Because is one of them going to win? Is it going to be a dusty finish? Is it going to be like Hangman gets involved? Eddie gets involved? Like Eddie just coming out and being like, fuck this. But like Eddie wants Moxley to have the belt. So would Eddie come out to cheat for Moxley to make sure Moxley's champ so that he can face Moxley, or screw Moxley so that he could face Punk for the title? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with any of that. Shit don't make no sense. It was very weird. Nonsensical and weird and strange. I don't know. I would love it if the finals of the Trios tournament was Kenny and the Bucks, so it was the Elite, versus the Dark Order with Hangman Page in their corner. That shit sounds cool. Now, obviously, do I want best friends? And, best friends and... which includes Orange Cassidy, but they say best friends and Orange Cassidy. They break up the two. Whatever. Do I want to see them as trios? Yes, I want Orange Cassidy with a belt. I want Chuck Taylor with a belt. Like, yeah. I'm a little indifferent about whatever, all of the best friends. But yes, I would like that to happen. Someone on the forum I post on said it would be probably go no contest, but I'm also equally bet money on TKA just being way overconfident. I mean, you can do it, Lashbrook, where one of them wins, and then there's a rematch with a clause. I think a no contest makes sense. A DQ, and they're like, well, the belt can't change hands on a DQ, so that it can make a trio, and they can, like, a three-way fight, and they can keep going with it. I don't know. Or a four-way fight. I don't know. I think I can't imagine. I feel confident saying that I would be surprised if that night ends with a definitive winner. That's just my opinion on it, but I don't know. And people are like, oh, Punk is definitely acting like a heel. And I'm like, well, he's acting like an asshole. I don't know if he's acting like a heel. Because, like, heels insult the town they're in. Cool heels just tell it like it is. And he wants to be a cool heel instead of a shit heel. Now, if Punk cheats to beat Moxley, then that's some heel-ass behavior. If he can't do it without it, that's great. That's some good shit. But I don't know if we're getting that. I don't know if we're getting, like, heel Punk. I think he doesn't want it. And then other people were like, well, what's MJF going to do with all this? And I'm just like, y'all, I don't believe MJF is... I don't know if MJF is coming back ever. I don't know if we're ever getting MJF, I should say, again. I have no idea. That is something I definitely don't know, is if MJF is done or not in the company. I'll be really interested to find out, but I don't know. Anyway, that's the Wrestle Talk. Wrestle Talk will continue in the future because I like talking about wrestling. So look forward to more Wrestle Talk in the future. I'm going to finish this part up. I'm almost done here. We will take a pause for the cause. It will be a short one because we have been had a very chill, lightly attended evening. So we will be we'll take a quick pause where I'll talk about some ways you can support the channel and all that, but we'll get through it pretty quickly. I don't know if there's any other wrestling thing that I want to talk about here. But yeah, it's nice to having Omega back. I think the trios is a fine place for Omega to be in, instead of like doing some single shit, trying to go for a title or anything like that. That sounds fine. Daniel Bryan trying to tempt Daniel Garcia into being a good person and being a wrestler instead of a sports entertainer is fun. Daniel Garcia can fucking express. He can go the distance as a wrestler. No one's ever questioned that. But he can also fucking sell himself as a performer in a way that I was like, oh, all right, good on you, buddy. Okay. Yeah. So that's nice. And Swerve in Our Glory versus Private Party will be great on Friday. That's going to be a good tag team match. I'm looking forward to that. It's not exactly the tag team match I want for those two, but sure, I'll take it. That's what they're going to do right now. Okay. All right, so we're going to combine this thing in a second. We'll get everything ready to go. Right now, I'm going to talk about ways you can support the channel. I'm going to keep this brief because there's not many people in chat, and that's okay. If you want to become a subscriber, you could do that. If you're currently a subscriber, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe emote in the chat. Let the people know being a subscriber is an easy way to support what I do here, so you can go throw the emotes in the chat. That would be great. You got a tier 2 emote if you are, you get the me as a Super Saiyan. Hey, Jim, welcome. Happy to have you here. I'm going to drink a little water. Even before a transition, I need it. All right. You could gift a sub. You could join the gift sub leaderboard with Firestar Man and Bobby Dice Roller and Aristofan. Appreciate that. If you would consider doing that, that'd be great. Bits and coins always appreciated. I have other ways to support me here. I'm just going to quickly go through them. We'll get back to building really soon because, again, we're not like, we haven't broken 10 viewers tonight. So we're doing what we got to do. Patreon.com/PatBear. $1, $3, $5, $10 tiers. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do that. YouTube.com/PatBear. If you want to become a member, that's $2 a month. You get my Wednesday videos on Tuesday. So get them a day early, which is fun. Let's see. That's another one there. One-time donations. If monthly doesn't work for you, you could give a one-time. I would appreciate a one-time donation if you are so inclined. Everything I make goes to buying model kits. This kit was bought by somebody anonymously, and I appreciate that. Bought off my wish list. The next kit I'm working on, the Raider Gundam, I was able to pre-order that because of your generous monthly support. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you to everybody that's donated there. Let's see. So we got that donations. I have an Amazon wish list. I said this kit was bought off a wish list that I'm currently finishing up here. So you can go to my wish list, check that out. I got model kits and Lego sets and all kinds of stuff. I'll give a highlight of one item before we get back to building. Let's say, if you want to see me build the Zetas from Gundam Age, the Zetas is just like a cool grunt mobile suit that has a weird, like, it has like a face. Its chest is a face. It's kind of got like no head. It's got a head with no face, but then it's got like a shark head chest. It's a very strange design, and I like it very much. It's got cool claws, and then like its weapon also lives in its backpack, so its weapon is also kind of like a tail, and it sort of has a flight mode. It's a weird kit that I enjoy. I'll build that. If you want to buy that off my wish list, that is something I would build. Alternatively, you can go to the USA Gundam store and buy a gift card there, and then send me the code through DMs on Twitter. Or you could go to my Throne wish list, check that wish list out if that's something you'd like to do there. If you want to support me in a way that doesn't cost any money, join my Discord. My Discord, you just jump in there. It would be cool. You hang out there, over there. Click the link, join the Discord. I post build photos. People hang out. People post stuff they think they want me to see. They think I would like to see, and that's nice. A couple video links for you to check out. Pat Bear's Anime Club. I talked about some shows this season that I'm liking. I will talk about 2 of those shows tonight. I will say, part of this video is me talking about shows from last season that I think you should watch, because this season isn't that good in my opinion. There's a lot of disappointments this season, a lot of bad animation in shows that people are bummed about, and instead just get caught up on the good spring anime instead of the summer. Because also, you're going to be really busy in the fall. The fall's going to have a lot of good shit, so might as well get caught up. So I gave some recommendations of stuff from last season and a few things from this season. Let's see. So there's that. Also, Do You Remembaer? Where I read an article, try my best to remember that article as best I can, and then shoot a video about it. And I talked about the Wikipedia page called "The Boys Are Back in Town Disambiguation." That is the disambiguation page for "The Boys Are Back in Town." And you might be saying to yourself, Pat, The Boys Are Back in Town. That's the Thin Lizzy song. Why would there be other Wikipedia pages about The Boys Are Back in Town? Would other people record songs called "The Boys Are Back in Town"? And the answer is fucking yes. And it's weird. And so I go through how you could be confused if you were looking for "The Boys Are Back in Town" and not thinking about the Thin Lizzy song, what some of those other options could be, and why it has a disambiguation page, because I just found that fascinating. I just found it weird, and I wanted to talk about it. Also, I wanted to say "The Boys Are Back in Town" a bunch, and I got to. Not to be confused with the movie "The Boys Are Back," based on the memoir "The Boys Are Back in Town." Because the movie "The Boys Are Back" was like, we're not going to call ourselves "The Boys Are Back in Town." That is very good news about Vic. Vic Magnolia lost his court appeal and will have to pay even more of the opposing attorney's fees, says Lashbrook. That's great. We like that. We like when justice is served in court. And not just the court of ideas, but also just civil and otherwise. So good. Pay fucking more money, asshole. Fuck off. That's cool. And those were all the links that I wanted to share with you. Now I'm going to talk about some anime, because I watched some anime tonight, and then I'm going to drink some water. But before I drink some water, I have to hit a button on here, and we're going to dramatically transition back to the build while I drink a little water right now. So we got our cool thing where we can put our model. Oh, and Lord Crashton wants me to hit the dance button while I'm going to hit the dance button while I panel line this right now. Here's the dance button. Clap. Yeah. Clap. Yeah. Yeah, synth. The synth comes in. The cool synth comes in. Hell yeah. That's a fun song. Yeah, Lord Crashton says, ready for my Q3 Outlook update. Haha. All right. So I'm going to talk to you about some anime while we finish up this kit here. And I'll take a photo of the base, and then we'll put it together. And then we got to put some cool effect parts on here, and then we'll be done. And then we can actually start the Raider. I think we'll get a little bit of the Raider done here. Okay, so Doomsday with My Dog is on High Dive. Oh, I should say, I am done watching Call of the Night. Call of the Night is gorgeous. Please watch a clip if you can find the opening or any clip of the anime if you want to check it out on Crunchyroll. Call of the Night is absolutely goddamn beautiful and gorgeous. It is a fantastic looking series, but I don't give a shit about the main character, and I don't care if he succeeds or fails. And I just done with him. Where was this supposed to go? Did I miss this piece? This piece not used. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, I'm just done with... Let me see if there's an X on it. Because sometimes they're like, no, you actually don't use this piece. No, there's no X on it. This is just a piece that I don't know where it was supposed to go. I don't know where H23 was supposed to go. Is it on the weapon? Did I miss a spot on the weapon? I might have missed a spot on the weapon. Or the shield. The shield. Is it on the shield? Sorry. So yeah, I've stopped watching... let's see. No, H23. H23. He's on the shield. I did miss it. Oh, it was H23 or H22. That's what it is. You pick which piece you want on there, and I picked the other one. That's what it is. Okay. That's what it is. That's why there's some stickers left that we didn't use, because those stickers go on there. That's what it is. That they gave it optional, and I made my choice, and I forgot that that's what that was. All right. So I'm going to take a photo of this. Again, finished Call of the Night. I think it is a beautiful looking series, but I don't enjoy dealing with all of the weirdness of that series, and which is a shame, because I think, again, that it's lovely and gorgeous, but no thanks. All right, so we're going to take a photo of this here. I'm going to put this over here. I don't need it there. Take a photo of this thing here. Oops, wrong. That's Instagram. I don't want to open Instagram. Don't need to see the cool fashion of my friend Sam on Instagram right now. All right, so that went on there. Now we're going to turn this into a backpack. And then we'll put on some very fucking cool effects parts. Anyway, but I do want to talk to you about Doomsday with My Dog, which is a bunch of shorts. They've been releasing them in chunks. They show up on YouTube, but that's region locked in Japan. So they're on High Dive if you want to watch them. And again, I should describe it. Doomsday with My Dog is, I've now watched episodes 5 through 10. There will be more available, but right now that is all that is available is that. All right, so this goes like this. Okay. This goes like this. Goes down. Okay, that goes down. And then these go up. And then you got to take the head off. Then this pops into here. And then these pop down. Hell yeah. Kind of reach out. And then you put the head back on. And then these weapons kind of go on here. Oops. Oops. Make a voice. So Doomsday with My Dog is about the post-apocalypse. There are shorts. It is the last woman on Earth and her loyal dog Haru. We don't know the girl's name because we only know she doesn't refer to herself by her name, and he calls her master. And so we don't know her name, so I just usually say girl or master. And then there's Haru, the Shiba Inu, who is trying to help the master kind of like cope with the fact that they are the last person on Earth. And they are, again, like 1 minute and 40 seconds long. There's a quick little exit song. They're short, fun little jokes and jabs and gapes and whatever. All right, so we'll take a photo like this with this like this, and then we will add in the cool effect parts. And I'll show you how it looks. Also, she could understand animals, and it is basically stated that she could do that before the apocalypse, which is weird. But anyway, there's more shit that happens. I'm not going to talk about every moment of these 5 episodes, but I will give you the my highlight reel of it as we start adding in effects parts here. We gotta put in the cool effects. Last page of this kit. Adding in some polycaps and effects. We gotta build some wings. We're going to take a lot of these other pieces off here. Let's put that there for now. We'll do the parts that are easy while I talk, and then we'll get into the actual wings, which would be like annoying to put on anyway. Let's see. So it's got to go on there, and then we got to put those on there. Okay, so highlights. 2 tsundere Shiba Inus have been following the girl and Haru around. One of them is she's like tsundere about him and having a crush on Haru, and the other one is basically like, oh, I don't need to have a master, like whatever, but like definitely is contemplating the idea of, what if this woman took care of me too? I miss having a master, which is cute and sad, but fun. But then they end up tricking them into going off together, although the one of them does return at one point. Let's see. So that's a highlight. Hey, there's an owl that says it's the devil at one point, and that's just a joke that they just meet a devil, an owl in a cloak, and that's fine. It's not explained. Also, how the apocalypse happened, how this girl is the only human left, also never explained. Just never explained. Just not explained. We'll deal with it never. I guess maybe it'll eventually be, because there's going to be like 30 episodes of this apparently, so I'll just be talking about it on Thursdays for a while, I guess. Ooh, our bitrate dropped there for a little bit. We dropped some frames. My apologies, everybody. Apparently we dropped some frames there, and then, oh, did I freeze? I'm going to refresh the dashboard here. Hi. No, I'm frozen. My local recording is fine. Oh, no, there I am. Okay, that's weird. My chat disappeared, so that's very strange. So we'll see if we can get that back. Nope, chat is gone. I lost chat completely here. I don't know where it is, so my apologies, chat, but for whatever reason in my dashboard layout, you have gone away, and so I'm going to set the default. There you are, chat. You're back. Sorry about that, chat. I don't know why you disappeared. It was weird. It's weird that you did, but you were gone, and that was strange. Don't know why. But yeah, sorry everybody. Things seem fine. Okay, well, good. Yeah, everything got weird there, and I don't know why. Everything got real weird, and I don't know why it did. But anyway, we're back now, and I think everything's okay. let's see. Anything else about this anime that I wanted to say? Oh, there's also a goddess at one point. Not questioned. Not questions. What a goddess is doing there. What's going on with this goddess? What their deal is? No questions asked about that, which I find odd, but sure. Yeah, lot of weird stuff in this particular anime, but generally enjoyable, funny. Oh, there's some tanukis. Hey, Lord Crescent. There's some tanukis that show up, and that's fun. There's a lot of references to the girl being a shut-in. It's a very funny series. If you have High Dive, I would recommend it. I would check it out because it is very enjoyable and weird. That again is Doomsday With My Dog. I watched 6 episodes, which is probably too many in a row. So I would say watch 2 or 3 at once because it's only a couple minutes long. Tanukis can shapeshift in this world. Again, not questioned, but they don't bother because they think they can just trick her without it, which is silly in a way that I enjoyed. I enjoy a lot of this series. It's a good, goofy time. All right, let's put some wings on this thing, and then we'll be done with the most of the effects parts here. I guess we can put some on the sides here if we wanted to, or on the weapons. I don't know why I would do that. We're going to do the wings now. Where is that going? And I'll tell you about Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, which is one of my favorite series right now. It's a really fun series that I do recommend. The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. I'm an episode behind on. I will try to get caught up. I would like to get caught up on that show, but right now I am behind on. I should just watch the episode I've missed just like whenever. You know what I mean? I should just do that on my own time, but I haven't. So Yaika's birthday's coming up. Yaika is the girl that our dude Kirishima. He's like, "Hey, it's your birthday," and she keeps like avoiding the topic, and he's like, "What's going on here? Why is she avoiding it?" It turns out, also a dude, Kirishima's violent rival in high school, Hanami is this fucking dude has been in jail and he's getting out of jail. And that's good, but also bad, probably. And then Kirishima finds out that Yaika's mom entered the hospital, and birthdays have only been like with the aunt. Birthdays haven't been great for Yaika because they want to hide the fact that she's part of a Yakuza family. So it's only been with her dad and her aunt. And it hasn't been like a big party. She can't like have friends over. So Kirishima's like, I guess I'll help with cooking because that reminds birthdays with his mom remind him of cooking. That's like how he associates birthdays is with that, which is lovely. And then Yaika meets a young girl named Sarah, and they become friends. And then they find out, hey, Sarah and Sarah's dad, they're neighbors. They live next door. And so she's just like, come to my birthday party. So everyone has to pretend like they're not in the Yakuza. And then so Kirishima has to like pretend to be a butler because who else would he be in the family? Which I think is a funny choice to be like, well, he's definitely the fucking butler. There's no way he's not the butler. Yeah. I don't know. I find that very funny. That choice of like, well, the only solution we can come up with is that he's the butler. And then the dad is like, hey, we're neighbors. We're going to be friends. He's really outgoing. I wonder if something's going on with him. I don't know. Don't tell me because I don't know. But I do wonder if there's some shenanigans going on. Oh, we're dropping frames here. We're having issues here on my end. Dropping some frames. Sorry to everybody that's watching. If you're watching live, I am just dropping frames. My connection is bad. Hopefully everything will work out. Oop, I was disconnected. So local copy, you know that I didn't want this, that there's an issue. But we'll see if I come back and work out. I got reconnected. I'm back. Maybe I'm back. I don't know if I'm back. We'll see. Chat, do you see me? The local people watching the VOD know that I'm here. Refresh. I'm going to see if I can hit refresh and see if I'm back. But it looks like I'm connected. Oh, Crashing's throwing some chat. It's thrown there in the moats there. So looks like I'm back. Sorry, everybody, about that. Not what I wanted there. But yeah, I appear to be back. We'll see if anybody sticks around. Sorry about that, everybody. Also, the guy that got out of jail, he's like, hey, I'm out of prison. I'm going to go find my high school rival and kill him, which is Kirishima. That's bad. And then, also Kirishima made omurice for Yaika because that was his favorite birthday meal. So he was just like, maybe you'll like this because I love it. Because I had it a lot with my parents, which is cute as hell. It is a touching little scene, done very well. So wait, how does this go? Sorry. Where these fit in is not... Okay, no, this makes sense. It goes on the side. Okay. But yeah, cute series. I really like Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. Hey, if you're in the chat, Lord Crash didn't hit those emotes. If you're in the chat, hit some emotes or say hi or say, hey, I'm here. Let me know you're here. Again, my apologies about the connection issues. We usually don't run into those. Things have been pretty good since I got my signal booster. But yeah. Because I want to know if you're in chat, because now's the part of the stream where you let me know what you're watching, what you're into, what are you up to, what do you got going on? Let me know in the chat. Hey, I finished the absolutely incredibly lovely, totally worth your time to check out. Can't recommend it enough. Please watch A League of Their Own on Prime. Get those numbers up so they get a second season, because A League of Their Own, it's just good. I mean, am I biased because I know a bunch of people in it? Yeah, fucking of course I'm biased because I know a bunch of people in it. But also I know a bunch of people in it, and they did a really good job with it. It's a lovely series. I highly recommend, if you are looking for something great to check out, on Prime, and you got Amazon Prime, check out A League of Their Own. It's really solid. Just great characterizations, really fun, and I think you'll enjoy it. And we have now, speaking of enjoying, we've completed this kit. But yeah, let me know what you're watching. And let me hear you in chat. What are you hyped about? What are you playing? What are you into? I've been losing in Rumbleverse. I'm terrible in Rumbleverse. I want to be better in Rumbleverse. I'm not good at Rumbleverse. God, I'm trying so hard to be okay at Rumbleverse. I might go back to multiverses. I think I'm probably just gonna try to play a lot more multiverses because I'm just fucking terrible at it. I got stream elements popped up. That's fun. All right, so we are done with this kit. I'll show it off here before I take a photo of it. Look at this loveliness. Lord Crash is in the middle of the Skypiea arc in One Piece, and it's kind of boring. The drama in this area just hasn't been interesting to justify how long it is. Skypiea can be a little long. It does pick up and get pretty cool, but it's a slow burn, yeah. Which is what I remember this arc when I last watched it ages ago. Yeah, it's a slow burn. It takes a little while before you get really invested in some of the characters. You might not ever get invested in the characters, but yeah, overall, Skypiea does take quite a while. These effect parts look fucking cool as hell, and I'm going to take a photo of them right now. You can't see it because I'm taking a photo of it, but you'll know it's there. All right. Anybody else? The ball guy is just an annoying dude. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think I liked it more than you're liking it now, but I get that. All right, so we're done with. It's time to bring in the Raider because we are done with the Star. we're finally going to get started on the Raider Gundam. We'll just put this over here for now. Let's get this going here. We got a big booklet. This came in 2020. It has 2 different kinds of stickers, some metallic stickers here and some other stickers as well. Not that many stickers. 0 polycaps. It does have a wire because that's how it's going to go. There's not a lot of color that I need to worry about here. There's some yellow and some red. It's mostly black on black. Lots of gray. And so I think I'll just do... We do have these parts here. These kind of cool parts. This kit does transform. It does have a flight mode. You can see the transformation there. It's got a flight mode where you can have another Gundam stand on top of it. I believe there's a photo of that. I don't know where that is, but you can have if I had my Calamity out. Oh yeah, I can have my Calamity. There's literally a spot for my Calamity to sit on it, which is silly in a way that I enjoy. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some fun silliness with this kit. We do start with the arms, which is interesting. That is how these kind of kits start here. It does have gimmick points, they call them, which is fun. Again, no polycaps, just parts fitting together, friction connecting them together, which is cool. Or a lot of plastic instead of the, plastic, rubberized plastic there. Again, came out in 2022. I did get Cursed to Golf, which is a rad golf roguelike. Ooh, that sounds fun, Lord Crashington. Cursed to Golf? Yeah, okay. Golf roguelike, all right. I got to change markers to... Let's edit markers now. And we'll just do... Gray. Oops. Gray dash black. And then the red we'll use brown. Well, I don't think we're going to use the gray marker for anything. We'll just do that. Great. All right, so we can get started now. I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to put it aside so that I don't lose it, because we won't need that to the very end because it's a weapon. But we can do the arms. The arms, it looks like we can do almost all of it at the same time, which is very helpful. So we'll get G set up here. There's a lot of parts here, lots of duplicates. Basically, the inner frame, I don't know if there's a full inner frame, but there's a lot to the inner frame, which is great. We love to see that. So this kit will be a bit of an investment in time, which obviously I'm okay with. This was a kit that I pre-ordered. I got this from USA Gundam store. It was delayed, I think, only once, which is nice, and came this month. I'm getting more kits this month, so that'll be good. Here's a recommendation on Google. Not on Google, on YouTube. I mean, it's owned by Google. You know what I mean, though. On YouTube, why don't you head over and look up Gigantic, A Tale of Two Johns. Johns. A Tale of Two Johns. Gigantic. Which is a documentary released in 2003 that is out of print on DVD and very hard to find. Someone has upscaled it and put it on YouTube in 1080p. It is a documentary about They Might Be Giants. Get it? Gigantic and saying A Tale of Two Johns because they're both named John. I have friends in the documentary, which is always fun. And it's a lovely little tribute about a fantastic, wonderful band. And it is a great use of your time. So Pat recommends, if you're looking for a documentary, tweeted out by the band, by the way. The band was like, hey, look, that's there. Because they want people to watch it as well, which is fun. Gigantic. Again, A Tale of Two Johns, uploaded on YouTube. I got to remember to send that to Pope, because I don't know if Pope saw it. But Pope is my guy that always wants to watch documentaries. And I think he would dig it if he hasn't already seen it. But yeah, that's a recommendation. But yeah, let me know anybody else. We heard from Lord Crashington, but I'd love to hear from you as well, friends. I was obviously happy to hear from Lord Crashington, but if you also have been checking anything out that you want to tell me about from the wonderful world of video games or movies or television, I would love to know what you're watching, what you're consuming, what you got going. Any streamers you're like, oh, Pat, I don't know if you've been watching this, but you got to check out this person because they're just like kicking all kinds of ass right now. Like, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you're into, what you're up to. I mean, tomorrow night, I know that I'm going to be watching Rampage because I want to see the tag match. I'm particularly interested in the tag match with or the trios match with the Best Friends versus the Trust Busters. Is Sunny Kiss going to cost the Best Friends? I don't think they will. I think it'll be okay, but like maybe it's going to fuck them up. Lord Crashington says, I did do a weird thing and watched the Left Behind movies to see how terrible they could be. They're pretty bad, but they're on Freevee. I mean, Lord Crashington, at the end of the day, you are the decider of how you spend your free time and your energy. You are the one that chooses how that happens. No one else can make those calls for you. But I believe that you have, I believe you could have found a YouTuber to tell you about them and pick out the most absurd moments or the most cringe moments or the most what the fuck moments. I fully believe someone's done the work for you. And then you could watch that YouTuber and then you could go in your history and delete that out of your history on YouTube so that you don't get weird recommendations based on the content of the video, not the presenter of the video, because that's bad time. I needed to see a Nick Cage movie I had never seen. I mean, okay. I hear you. I got you. I just think, think you do more constructive stuff. That is the thing about YouTube, right? I was watching some people who I've been watching a couple that's the thing of watching critique videos of hey, did you know about this horrible TikTok trend? I talk about it for a while. And it's that's cool, except that sometimes you just get recommended that bullshit. The thing they're talking about, you just get earnestly recommended it. And it's no, I don't want that thing. I want critiques of the thing. Oh, algorithm, you don't understand you don't understand what I want at all. You can't tell the difference between critique and genuine, the genuine article. That's bad. You should be better. Lashbrook says, I recently watched the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy because they added them to Hulu, and the MCU really could use some more unrepentable bad guys, the Goblin. Green Goblin. Yes. Defoe's Green Goblin. Yeah, no, totally. I totally agree. That has always been the MCU's to me biggest lacking thing was they want they try to make you empathize with them. I think that Iron Man villains are kind of perfect. I think Iron Man's movies villains are there's a reason why they might want to be bad, and then they don't apologize for how bad they are. So I think Iron Man's villains probably do the best job, because it's sometimes it's just it's just fucking greed. It's just greed, or feeling you gotta beat Tony Stark at his own game, even though you are inept at it and can't fucking do it. I don't know. There's something about that I've always appreciated about those villains. But yeah, Willem Dafoe deserved a big mainstream role, and that was a great one. Yes, if Willem Dafoe was going to be a villain in a big movie like that, it's yeah, that works. That does the job. All right. Go put those there. Sorry, hold on. Why is this? This is being weird. There we go. I just have. It's Sometimes master grades are overwhelming for my setup here, and I have to like go until I like use all of some of these sprues, and then it won't be a problem. But right now, there's like it's just the sprue. There's just too much sprue. There's just too much parts for these kits, which is good. I mean, I'm excited about working on a big kit. I do have something in the mail from Sazabi. I just don't know when I'm going to get it. So we did have to move on, but I will. That was bought off my wish list. When it arrives, I will certainly build it on stream. It's just it'll be a little while before I do that. Let's see. Anything else we can talk about? Because we have a little time here. I'm gonna try to get like something done on this Raider kit here. I want to get a little progress done. Let's see. Any other games or things that I've been playing? It is rumored that Death Stranding, the PC version of Death Stranding, is coming to PC Game Pass. That has been rumored. I don't know if that has been confirmed. So that's something weird that maybe you'd want to check out if you've never checked out Death Stranding. I've never played Death Stranding. I didn't want to buy it on PC. So that might be something that I fucking check out because that's a weird thing. So maybe I would fucking do that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to, but I might check that on PC Game Pass. Did I read Tim Curry piece on Vice about his Red Alert 3 meme that Alex Navarro was in? No, I did not check that out. I haven't been to Vice in a couple of days, so I will give that a gander. I did not know that Alex was in that article. That makes sense. I that would happen. But yes, no, I have not. I have not done that investigation. Michael Pachter defending capitalism in that made me laugh. I mean, that feels like a dude that would defend like the idea, like that. What you just said there, like, does not surprise me in the least. Of course, Michael Pachter is like, oh, capitalism gets it back. Like, of course, whatever he says, like, of course, that makes fucking perfect goddamn sense. That Michael Pachter would say that. Like, I don't know. Oh, we're doing our shoulders here. We're going to start with our shoulders. Like, of course it is. Yes, of course. Yes. Yeah, of course. Of course. Market analyst Michael Pachter. Like, what even Michael Pachter doing in that article? Like, I don't know. But whatever. I mean, I guess I got to read it. I got to, that'll be my homework. I'll talk about it on Saturday. I'm literally going to copy this chat message from Lord Crashington and put it here. Of course, because I'm using Firefox, I can't right-click paste into Google Docs. You can do it in Chrome, I guess, but not in Firefox, which is always really frustrating. I don't know if there's I wonder if it's a messy article. Oh yeah, well, I think the person that wrote it, if I remember correctly, is has written some weird, writes weird shit, is like an essayist and has written some odd things, so that's fun. No, what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is, I bet there's an extension for Firefox that lets you right-click paste in Google Docs. I gotta look that up. Maybe they wouldn't allow it, but I hope there is. It's kind of not an oral history. Okay, yeah, my assumption would be that it's like, I didn't read the article, but I did see that some people talking about it. And mentioning the author of the piece. So yeah, I'll check that out. That sounds like something that I would want to investigate. All right, so this goes up, so this can go in, and then that goes back down. Ooh, all right. We got weapons coming out of the shoulders. Not seen a lot in obviously we had the heavy arms behind me. The heavy arms has guns coming out of the shoulders, but that's not necessarily a thing you see in a lot of kits. A lot of mobile suits having these having guns popping out. So that's kind of fun. It has a lot of devs talking about being surprised that it was a popular meme. Okay, that's kind of fun. I like that, being like, hey, did you know that this is a meme? And they'll be like, yeah. What do you think about that? That's fun. That's a fun way to explore memes, like the transitive forms of like, hey, this was a thing that like is changed and morphed and become another thing, and now I don't know how to like, I'm to like trying to make sense of that. That's kind of fun. That's a fun angle. Instead of like, why? We'll talk about this Tim Curry thing that happened. It's like, no, let's talk about like the context or like the thoughts of people directly involved with said thing. I like that. Oh, I mean, I'll read it. I'll talk about it a bit on Saturday, unless I don't like it, in which case then I won't talk about it. But I probably will. I'll probably talk about it on Saturday. All right, so this has got to go. But where does this go? Oh, it goes like that. Oh, okay. All right. Not sure exactly how all this works, but we'll find out. And that goes like that. Okay, and then there's a gun in here, but how does the gun part work? Because I know there's a gun in there. To lift. How's this gimmick? There's a gimmick to this. How's the gimmick work? I know there's a gun. I mean, this pops off, but like, how does this? I don't know. I don't know yet. Okay, I guess I'll find out. I know that there's a weapon in here, but I don't know how that works, how we see that weapon. So I guess I'll just find out later. Sorry. I'm like trying to make sense of this right now, but I should just go with it, and then I'll find out later, I guess. How that might be the most popular Tim Curry thing versus any of his movies or whatnot. Yeah, it's totally possible that is outshone. I mean, I would say a lot of this is maybe not comparative number-wise, but I would say a lot of people know like animated GIFs of Kim in Hocus Pocus, or not Hocus Pocus. He's not in Hocus Pocus, or is he in Hocus Pocus? Whatever. He's in a Halloween movie, and I think more people know like the GIF of him than they know the actual thing. It's not Hocus Pocus. It's another one, and I can't remember. But I feel like a lot of people know that, but they don't necessarily know him. I forget. Not Rocky Horror. No, he's in a movie about witches. But it's not Hocus Pocus. It's like a school for witches. I can't remember what it's called, but he's in that. And I feel like a lot of people know just him as like the principal from that movie without knowing the movie. And I unfortunately can't remember the name of it. But he's in it. And I don't remember. But obviously it's not Hocus Pocus, but it's similar in that. But again, I'm doing a great job of not remembering what it is, so that's awesome. Hey, our first red parts. Cool. We can do our first... I think it is the worst witch. Yes, Lord Crashington, I do believe it is the worst witch. Thank you very much, Lord Crashington. Yes, I do believe it is the worst witch. That is the movie that I was thinking of. Which is a fun little romp. But he is the principal of magic school, and yes, the main character is not a promising witch and is having issues because of that. All right, so we're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish the shoulders so that we have something to talk about here, or something to look at and go, we did it. We got something done with this kit. Progress was made because finishing up the Star build. Took longer than I thought it would. The Star Build Strike Gundam. It took longer to wrap that kit up than I originally anticipated. I thought we would have more time to work on this kit than we did, which is fine because we're wrapping it up now. We'll just put these on Like so. So Saturday stream, we will be working on the Raider here. We're going to get a lot of progress done on this cool kit, this cool Death Scythe adjacent, Blitz, kit here, a little in that kind of frame, that kind of world we're living in here. We'll get some good progress in on what's next on this kit. The right arm, because we did the right arm, pretty straightforward build, pretty much, and then the hands and all that, and then the connector there. Then we'll do the arm. So we'll get the arms done probably. I'm just gonna quickly panel line this because we have a couple minutes here. We are gonna raid. That is how we end every stream, but that'll be in a minute or two. We'll find somebody to raid. I don't know who yet. It's a Thursday night. I got some ideas. We'll definitely hang out and chill with somebody. But I don't know who yet because I still want to panel line this. But yeah, Saturday we'll be into that. I'll talk about some anime. I'm going to read that article that was mentioned, the Vice article about the Tim Curry meme from Red Alert 3, so that I can be up to date on that. I'll probably have more Wrestle Talk after Rampage, where I'll either be very happy for the best friends in Orange Cassidy, or I won't. I'll be like, damn you, Trent, you took the pin. But I don't think so. I think Slim J is going to take the pin on for the Trust Busters. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's not important. I'm going to take a photo of these things here because we just got the shoulders done here. That way I can turn one of these lights off, which would be great for me. That's the end of this stream, though. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I appreciate you very much. We are going to end things here with a raid. That is how we end every stream. And again, I will be back on Saturday. So let me just see here. Who do we need? Who do we want to go hang out with? Let's go see who's doing cool shit. And then we'll go give them a little bit of love. So we'll just quickly see who's doing stuff. Let's see. We got oh, then okay, we'll just go in there and doing all that. We have not raided Arthur Geese in a while, so we are gonna go raid Mr. Geese, playing Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, which is fun. That's fun. So we're gonna go give Arthur a raid. Please feel free to come along on this raid. I hope you will, because it's nice to go with a bunch of people. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great night. Again, continuing to work on this kit. This kit, the Star Build Strike, looks fucking cool. This is a fun build. I recommend it if you can find it. The effect parts are totally worth it. It's like for the price alone, just to get those cool wing parts. But, all right, let's go. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.